Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 25 of Civilization 5. We're playing as Portugal on Emperor difficulty. Still haven't gone to war with Egypt yet, though I am sort of in the process of building up a little bit of an army. Maybe I should have gone a little bit earlier. They do have artillery now, so that's going to change things up a little bit. Main reason for me stalling was I was actually hoping that I could get my bombers because I don't have the range to reach Thebes from Tikal at the moment with my great war bombers, and bombers would make that a lot better for me. Now I do have Clausewitz's legacy. I'm also trying to get a sort of a idea of just how many units Egypt have. They've got a great general, they've got quite a few still moving around with great war infantry. We do know that they have war infantry. They've obviously got replaceable parts because they've got an infantry there. Obviously they just don't have enough money to upgrade everybody. They've got another one down there, got a couple of carriers and stuff, so we do need to keep our eye on them because they're quite sneaky. So, we've discovered electronics, that is fantastic. 7 turns out from ballistics, which will mean we can get machine guns. Promoter unit, we've been given a free infantry from Mbanza Congo. Let's go ahead and give you shock, and I am going to attempt to move you down towards our front lines as well. Because I do get the feeling we are going to lose quite a few units. I am going to have to produce a few more artillery as well, because although we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I do get the feeling we might end up losing 1 or 2 along the way. You build a mine. I think that was the original plan. Still got plenty more roads that we'd like to get upgraded. You are going to carry on to Medina because that was quite profitable. You guys have arrived there, so you can go ahead and construct that archaeological dig site. Let's go on to the next turn. Yes, and fantastic. You're culturally influential over me. So, do I attack Egypt now or do I wait? If I attack them now, I'm completely reliant on my artillery and the fact that I've only got Gatling guns. I think at the very least, I need to get the machine guns. I need machine guns. Okay, Tikal demands silk. Automatic faith purchase of a pagoda. The silk's not going to be a problem because we are currently somewhere around here. In one of... Oh, I think it's over here, isn't it? It's not Wittenberg. Wittenberg have spices. We are building a Fatoria over here, and that will give us access to silk, which is why we went over there in the first place. I've just noticed that... Korea, in a couple of their cities, I've lost them now. What do they have? They've got great war bombers and great war bombers. Okay, that's fine. That's not too terrible. Production. Braga, you have finished an archaeologist. Let's go ahead and get a hospital there because it's only 1 turn and that will give us some extra growth. We finished the police station. Let's go ahead and get the museum. You finished the archaeologist. Let's go ahead and get another 4 turns for an archaeologist. I don't know. Let's get the hospital here then. So we've got another archaeologist. You can come down to this site here. I suppose what I should do actually is send you out to the ones that are outside of my territory, because those are the ones that other people can potentially grab. So you can come down here and you can do the same thing. And then we need to get around and get that one there. So the ones inside my own territory are actually safe for the moment. So this one is going to be a landmark because it is right next to my city, which we are currently working. So that's going to produce 5 culture per turn, which is quite nice. Six turns away from ballistics. I don't even have any great scientists or anything, so it's not like I can do anything to speed that up. It would be nice, and then of course I do need the gold to upgrade the Gatling guns to machine guns, and I can't remember how much that costs off the top of my head. Getting whatever it is I need for mobile artillery is quite a little way out. Is it rocketry? Yeah, rocketry. Although saying that, it's only going to be just after radar. So we could certainly go radar into rocketry. 11 turns left on Neuschwanstein. Let's go ahead and hurry production. That's 1 turn away from finish now. How long is it going to be before we get a great scientist anywhere? Let's put you back onto default focus. And let's stop working the windmill and the workshop. And let's start working the research labs and universities and things like that. Great merchant, engineer, merchant, engineer, merchant, merchant, great engineer, great scientist. Let's stop working the factory here. Let's make sure someone's also working the research lab. Don't really need to be working the workshop, I suppose. Yeah, we're still quite a way off of... Oh, you've got good chance of getting a scientist here quite soon. Research lab, university, public school. Great engineer coming as well, which is obviously going to delay things a little bit, but we'll see what we can do. Choose production at Braga. Braga has finished the hospital, which is really good. Let's go ahead and get another archaeologist. Public school finished in Palenque. Let's go ahead and get that 2-turn temple. You're going to move down there for the last piece of railroad on this side of the map. You've got that connected. I guess you can come down here and build some railroad. We've got little random bits of railroad around, but we will connect the rest of it up where we can. So what have we got there? We've already got a railroad. That's a railroad. That is railroad. That is just road. So go to there and build a railroad. On to the next turn. Unit needs orders. That's going to be that archaeologist. Let's try again. Yes, you don't like me. I know. You keep saying. Well, Polynesia still hasn't been completely destroyed yet by Arabia, but I expect it. What is these little 2 islands down here? Nothing, it's just cloud. It almost makes it look like it looks green with white dots, almost like they're Arabian cities, but I don't really think there's anywhere there you could settle, because you couldn't get to anywhere for a start. Really going to have to do something about Egypt soon, but I'm... Ah, Neuschwanstein, fantastic. Also means we get +1 happiness from every castle, and we get a great scientist, so we're up to 27 happiness now. One thing I would like to check is on... Egypt's influence with me is actually falling. Fantastic. We're still in this revolutionary wave. But, oh well. So, we get another social policy. Let's go ahead and get some extra science. We're going to need it. 4 turns for ballistics now. Gao has finished the stock exchange. You can go ahead and... get a factory, I think. Coimbra has now finished Neuschwanstein. Stock exchange. You guys have done that. Can't move on to that tile because there's a great general, but you can move over here and we can start work on the railroad to Palenque. Great scientist. Well, we're definitely just going to pop you. We have ballistics and we're 5 turns out from radar. This is fantastic. This is making it much more likely that we can do stuff. Do we still need these conquistadors? 190 gold to upgrade. Well, they're not a priority. Let's do Gatling guns first. 260 gold. Ouch. That's going to sting. But it needs doing. So, another one there. Can't upgrade you. Probably shouldn't even bother, but I'm going to. So, 5 turns for radar. Might as well just wait. Arabia has denounced Egypt. Ah, they have managed to take that Polynesian city. So all Polynesia has is this one final city over here. Need to keep my eye on spies as well, actually, just to have a look and see how things are doing. 60 turns to steal from Damascus is really, really impossible. There's very little point in me having my spies in another civilization trying to steal from them. So I think I am going to move you to Quebec. I know we already have Quebec on our side, but it would be nice just to try and keep it on our side. How are things going with Leventa? 0% chance to coup, but we have just rigged elections, which now 73. It's going to be very, very difficult to get Egypt out, but the problem is Egypt is their ally. And I don't actually want Egypt to have allies that are going to be a problem to me. So what I may be tempted to do here is really throw some money at them. I'm going to have to get some money in order to do that, but we'll do what we can. Let's go ahead and get the bank, because we do want to try and get some money wherever we can. We've finished the museum here. This is Lisbon. I'm surprised we don't have a broadcast tower. We should definitely go ahead and do that. I'm not going to rush it, of course. Research lab in Palenque definitely would be a good thing to have, because science is always going to help us out. This cavalry, I guess, can continue to move forwards. It's actually got quite some range on it because of the roads. Okay, all of the machine guns are just going to need to just sort of fortify up. I'm still really considering, is this the point where, should I wait until I get bombers? I think I probably should, because if I can get radar, then I've got bombers. I'll have the access to paratroopers. I'll have access to airports, which will be really good for moving units backwards and forwards between the lines. You're going to construct a railroad. You're going to work on that. You are going to sort of continue down towards the front. On to the next turn. Surprised Egypt haven't declared on me yet, but there's always time for that. This is the problem. I'm getting decent money coming in now, but I am going to want to bribe Leventa, and I'm going to want to upgrade my bombers. Now, which of those is most important? Probably the bombers. There we go. Look how many of our cities love the king, because we've now connected Silk. That is fantastic. Lighthouse finished at Elephantine, so I guess I should go for walls, because if we do end up with these ships coming across and attacking us from the ocean, it's going to be nice that we've got that there. It may even be worth bringing my frigates down as well. Well, frigate, as I have at the moment. Do need to actually build up a little bit more of a navy, so that's certainly something to take into consideration. Could probably do with a couple of anti-aircraft guns as well, because I do know they have at least one triplane. So we've got another archaeologist. You're going to come and work on that site here. I do need at least 2 more archaeologists. So we do have a plan for that. So Braga is now connected via railroad to Gao. So you're going to come the other side and continue working your way down. You'll probably meet up with the other worker partway through. That can be a railroad. You can move to there. That can be a railroad. Right, can you actually reach anywhere else easily that doesn't already have a Fatoria? Mombasa doesn't, but there again doesn't really need one because we already have access to furs. Wittenberg, I think we already have access to spices. It'd be nice if we could get salt, but I don't think there are any city-states around that have access to salt. Not that I've seen, anyway. Quite a few of the city-states have, or at least I think some of the city-states have fallen. Yeah, I think I might just disband this guy because he's in the middle of nowhere. Gives me a bit of gold back and it's not costing me gold per turn anymore to maintain. How much is left on Clausewitz's legacy? Don't know because I can't directly attack anything. Not sure how many turns are left. Am I stupid in waiting for the bombers? I mean, I can't reach, my war bombers can't reach Thebes. Okay, Arabia's made peace with Polynesia. Well, that's fine. I mean, Polynesia are at the bottom of the score now. They're doing even worse than Pakal, so I'm not bothered about that. World Congress becomes the United Nations. We can assign delegates to choose host. Now it's going to be Arabia, one way or another. So we might as well vote Arabia in. Remember, this is just choosing the host, it's not world leader. So we could vote for ourselves, and we wouldn't have enough votes to beat Arabia. We could vote for Egypt, which would give Egypt enough votes to beat Arabia, but we're going to be going to war with Egypt very soon, so it's pointless. So we might as well stay friendly with Arabia for as long as possible. Certainly until it gets to the point where we decide that we're going to go in and start attacking Egypt. So, why isn't this aluminium connected up? Let's go ahead and do that. We've got a mine on the gold, but nothing on the aluminium. That is amazing. Okay, on to one more turn. We've got an archaeological site, which is this one. Again, no point building a landmark. It's too far away, so let's go and get ourselves an artifact. And you are going... I think, actually, we'll just have you sitting in Elephantine, because that'll give us a little bit of ranged bombard. I could upgrade this Conquistador. Not going to do it just yet, though, because, like I said, I am saving the money to try and get some of these bombers, and I can't remember what the upgrade amount is, but we're only 2 turns away from getting radar. And then we'll definitely... we've only got 3 bombers to upgrade, so that's not too bad. Arabia has completed the Apollo program, and what's left of Polynesia has denounced Arabia. A little bit late for that now. I don't really think that's going to be too much of a problem. Camera's doing its crazy little thing again where it goes off and does its own thing. Arabia remains host. Railroad stolen. Fantastic. From Braga, actually. It was actually stolen from Braga. Wow. Is Braga bigger than Lisbon in terms of population? It's actually the same. So we need to get a constabulary and a police station over here in Braga as soon as. What have we got here? You were... Oh, you were on railroad duty, weren't you? So you're going to move along and build a railroad. We do need this tile, but we'll have to move the Great General to... We've got 2 Great Generals here, haven't we? We can go back and do that afterwards. So yes, I'm still considering dropping a citadel on this tile here, which will be a bit of a defensive citadel. So 1 turn away from radar. You guys are going to go and build the aluminium mine. You guys can just sort of budge forwards a little bit there. Let's go on to the next turn. This is where we discover radar. No, it's not, because a unit needs orders. You guys start working on that. So we need 1 more archaeologist for this site, and we need 1 more archaeologist for this site. They're all the ones that are within easy reach. This frigate we can actually upgrade to a battleship. It's expensive, and I should be saving that money for bombers, but given that there's these privateers that are probably going to be attacking me, because I'm not going to be able to afford to upgrade the bombers and flip Leventa. I'm nowhere close to being able to flip Leventa. We still have Bagata on side, we still have Quebec on side, so things aren't too terrible there. And I think that might be Korea at war with the Mayans. I'm not too sure what's going on there. But hopefully... Oh, okay. Well, discovered radar. We're in the atomic era. We've got a golden age. A new spy has been recruited. You are going to be moved in to Braga as a defensive spy. It's nice that we're so far ahead now. Well, I wouldn't say we're far ahead on science, but certainly we are now the target of some of the spies. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another archaeologist. Let's have a quick look at the demographics, actually, just to see... No, we're still not top in science. Top in happiness. I mean, come on. So we are topping. Arabia's topping everything else, but... So... All that time I was worried about Egypt, and it's Arabia that's now the problem. We have finished the walls in Elephantine, which is really nice. Guess getting a castle wouldn't be the worst idea ever. Right, how much is it going to cost to upgrade these war bombers? 110 gold, actually less than I thought it was. That I am quite happy with. So, obviously it's pointless me attacking on this turn, because the great war bombers can't do anything. Oh, no, it's the actual general that I wanted to move. So I'm going to start moving some of these units forward. I'm just hoping Egypt doesn't turn around and go, are you going to attack me? Because I still want to avoid getting the backstab penalty if I can. So I am going to have to, at that point, say go to war. The problem is with doing that is that, obviously, he would do that on his turn, which means he would get to attack me first, which is never a very good thing. But we'll see how it goes. You guys have built the railroad there. We've got another Gatling gun here we could upgrade, but I think we'll leave it until we need to. I'm guessing there's still absolutely no chance of flipping Leventa. They have 74 influence, and the most I could give is 500, which would give me 25. I'd need 1,500 gold in order to be able to flip them over. A trade route would give me a little bit, but not enough. And I guess a coup is still well out of the question. Yeah, 0% chance, 10% to flip. So there is absolutely no point whatsoever in attempting to flip them over. Just need to sort of try and keep some of this artillery towards the front. Move up with a few of the machine guns so I can start moving some more of the artillery forwards. Start moving around here. You can stay there for now. You can fortify. You can fortify. You guys go to there, build a railroad. Cargo ship. Actually, I could send you to Leventa. Unit needs orders. You can fortify. Battleship. On the battleship, actually, just go on to sort of guard mode. Just sleep. Next turn, okay. Oh, hang on, we've got an archaeologist. You've done that. That's obviously going to be an artifact because we can't do anything else with it. Got another archaeology. That is too far away for a landmark, so again, it's going to be another artifact. A lot of Portuguese artifacts here. Okay, let's try that again. Next turn. With any luck, Egypt isn't going to get too fishy about our units being on their borders. Sometimes you get like 1 or 2 turns grace. Yeah. They're just denouncing us at this point. That's fine. So that gives me a little bit more gold. Still not enough gold to flip Leventa. Probably. I did get some influence for that trade route because we've just completed a quest, which was the purpose of sending the trade route there in the first place. So let's just have a look and see whether or not we can... What's the influence difference now? 34. 34, and it would cost us... Do you know what? If we wait one more turn, we can flip them. If we wait one more turn. So that's what we're going to have to do, isn't it? So we've got an anti-aircraft gun here. Let's give it cover. And let's give it shock. And we're going to move this anti-aircraft gun down towards the front. Will take a little while to get... Not too bad, because there's a lot of railroad, but it's still going through quite a few roads as well. Gao has finished its factory, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and get a hospital here. Braga is going to build a constabulary because we know it's getting science stolen from it. Stock exchange finished at Coimbra. Might not be a bad idea to get another anti-aircraft gun here. Bomber, do nothing on this turn. So I'm not going to attack on this turn. I'm still hoping that Egypt doesn't declare on me on the next turn, or at least doesn't get suspicious that I am moving a lot of my stuff very close to their front lines. But we will have to wait and see what happens there. So everybody else, I want to literally just go into alert mode. Bomber, you are going to do nothing. Trust me, you'll have something to do on the next turn. Artillery, go on to alert. Bomber, do nothing. Go on to alert. Just sleep for now. You're going to go on to alert. Okay. Is Egypt going to call my bluff? He actually wants embassy. Fine, let's have embassy. Now I can see a little bit more about what you're doing. Right, he's just completed the Manhattan Project, which is good and bad. It's bad because he's just completed the Manhattan Project. It's good because it means he's only just completed it, so he doesn't have nukes yet. Which is a good thing. But now we definitely need to step up the game. He's got one aircraft in there. It is still only a Great War Bomber, which means he can't reach Tikal. So that is a good thing. And that is pretty much all I can do. He didn't declare war on me, which is a good thing. Just before we do end the video, let's go ahead and give a gift of 1,000 gold to Leventa. What? We didn't get it? How did we not... How is he still 19 influence ahead of us? I should have double-checked that, but I'm sure we had enough. So we actually need 500 gold. 500 gold, and I only have 209. So if I go to somebody like... Actually, what's he like? If I want to trade with you... Oh, you don't have any money. He's bankrupt. That's a really good time to attack. How about you? How are you You've got a lot of money. You can't give me flat gold, though, because we don't have a declaration of friendship. Ah, that's a real pain. Might have to wait one more turn for that. Tikal is going to build walls, actually, just because they're close by. But before we do anything else, I think the video has gone on long enough. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying this playthrough as Portugal on Emperor difficulty. I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.